It makes me happy to see that my microphone was disabled during all of that. My dogs are going insane. Yes, I had the wrong title on it, but I fixed that now. Ha! Hey-o! How's everybody doing today? How's your Sunday? I hope you're all ready to play some trivia here. Dozer still being a jerk in the living room. I know you can all hear him because I see the microphone bouncing every time he barks. I have no idea what he's barking at. There's no one out there. But Dozer is today's co-host, I guess. All right, we got 13 players in so far. We're going to go ahead and give a little time for everybody to get in here. I still need to tweet the link. Make sure. Yes, I was also using the wrong thumbnail. I couldn't find the right one. And yes, I am still not using the same. I'm still not using the right. What's the word? Theme song. Yes, Jen, I am fine after the storms Friday night. I told my son at the time, while news was just starting to come in of that we would likely end up knowing several people that were in that building, but we wouldn't know until the obituaries started rolling in. And the father of one of his school friends, and they also used to be our next door neighbors, they found his ID and wallet, but they can't find him. So, but we are okay. Luckily, my town didn't get any damage. So we had no intro today. We went straight to the game screen. That's because Bree, once again, is a diphead, or whatever you want to call me. Idiot, dork, stupido. You can call me any of the above. Let me know if dork echoes, because I didn't mute that before I came over here to monitor everything. There we go. So I'm muted now. Let me know if dork echoes. At least I know now that I'm actually going through to you guys. So, okay, let's tweet that link out. To the old timeline. There we go. And let's add my little hashtaggy, hash brown. All right, there we go. So that's out. Let's see how that goes. Hello, Lisa. No worries and no echo. All right, awesome. So we've got 12 viewers and 16 players. And it's perfectly fine to have a difference between the two. Because it is kind of capable. I mean, you can play it on your screen without listening to the chat, but I think that might be kind of boring. Not that I think that my YouTubing skills are all that exemplary, but... Oh, hey, Jira, thank you. Thank you. The Steelers can't hurt you today, huh, Ben? Who you playing? Hey, Jenny, my friend. And then we've got the Karate Kid Minute in here. Let's see, which of the Karate Kid Minute are in here? Hey, Christy. Hey, Marv. That's my baby brother there in the chat. He is one of your very talented moderators. Behave or he'll kick your butt. We got Queen in here. We got Robin. Robin from Karate Kid Minute is in here. Played the Vikings on Thursday night and lost. Ouch. Sorry about that, Ben. Nope, no Peter today, everyone. Hello, Melissa. We do have no Peter today. He and I have talked, and because of him needing to be with the kids on Sundays and his crazy work schedule right now, being a United States postal worker, he is most likely out on his route, and the only time that we could do it would be before he went on shift, which would mean that we would need to be done before 5:30 Pacific time, 5:30 a.m. So that would probably not be good. I don't know very many people who are going to want to get up at 5:30 in the morning on a Sunday to play Cobra Kai trivia. And I don't blame them. If I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to do this, we wouldn't be doing it either. So, Robin had the rewatch hosting for the day. Okay. I didn't know that. I guess I missed that while I was getting this set up. Sorry about that, Robin. Kim Nerd! Everybody give it up for Kim Nerd, former champion. See if he can work his magic again today. Is Sam coming? Looking for Sam Shizzle. Pretty minute, but pretty nervous, but just kept talking. That is what I do every day. I just keep talking. I think eventually something, something somewhat interesting will come out my mouth if I just keep talking. Be like Dory, just keep talking, talking, talking. What did I think of the trailer? Actually, Lisa, my live reaction, if you go back through two videos ago, I posted my live reaction to it. To sum it up, I love it and every second of it. And I think that's pretty well the opinion of everyone I've seen that has watched it so far. I don't know of anyone who actively liked it. There are a few questions remaining, but then again, it's a first trailer. We're supposed to have questions remaining until we actually watch the season, aren't we? So we're going to wait about 5 more minutes before we open up the game. So we've got 19 players in right now. Oh, thank you, Christy. I had a blast actually doing that. Hey, Mikey. Bye, Mikey. Everybody say hi and bye to Mikey. Stopping in just to say he's not going to be here is channel mod Mikey Graff. So we're looking for last week's champion. I haven't seen anything yet from Maddie Shires or last week's runner. Or no, wait. Last week's runner-up was Maddie Shires. I'm sorry. Last week's champion was Cody from Strike First Media, and I don't see anything from either of those. There's Joseph Logan. There is Will Double S. Won't be able to access YouTube and the game at the same time. That's fine. If you make it to the end, Will, I'll need you to hop back in so you can, if you end up in, if you end up in sudden death. Yes, Cody was the champion. Jen reminds me, and Maddie was the runner-up, but I don't see. Oh, there's Maddie. Alrighty. So what is everyone doing on this wonderful Sunday before, let's see, Sunday, December 12th, 13 days until Christmas? 13 days until Christmas. And as we speak, 18 days, 13 hours, 35 minutes, and 5 seconds away from Cobra Kai Season 4. What's everybody doing today? Christy is relaxing and writing a Cobra Kai Secret Santa fic. Ooh, nice. Jira doing laundry and wrapping Christmas presents. I myself am hanging out on YouTube running a trivia competition. Virgin of Guadalupe Day, according to Robin's calendar. Hey, all things Cobra Kai. What's up? Matt was meant to be filming a short film this week, but the lead dropped out last night. Ouch. Well, now, Jen, you can't be doing nothing. You have to be doing something, even if you're watching TV or just brainlessly vegging out on YouTube. Both are valid things to be doing on a Sunday morning. Lisa Barrett's having a lazy day. Marvin just got out of church and prayed for all of us. Thank you, Marvin. Prayers are much appreciated because you never know when I just might come along and screw everything up for everybody. I will say that unfortunately we do not have any video clip answers today because Premiere will not read the file format of my episodes. Therefore, I could not rip them. And I was supposed to hook up with Peter last night to get all this done, but I fell asleep at about 5:15 last night and woke up about 6 o'clock this morning. I guess I was tired. Wanted to say thanks for allowing me to use some of your questions in my quiz, so hopefully I can win your quiz. Well, good luck. Here's hoping you can. For Joseph Logan, it's an Xbox gaming day. For the Queen, it's watching the stream and getting ready for trivia. Okay, so Jen ate breakfast, watched most of Season 2, Episode 2, and is now playing trivia. Yep. That is a valid way to spend a Sunday morning, too. I would say what I was doing before this, but it was basically just getting ready for this, which is also kind of boring. Marvin says that was one hell of a nap. Yes, it was. It was intended to be, I was supposed to be on the phone with Peter at 5:30 last night, but obviously that did not happen. So I have taken pains to make sure that the first 10 questions are not difficult because they are not supposed to be. Those are supposed to be the easy ones. And the second 10 are meant to be intermediate, and the next 10 are meant to be the advanced and difficult questions. So last week, of course, Maddie Shires and Cody took it all the way to sudden death. So let's see where we end up today. And Cobra Kai Studio, Daniel, is in the house. Hello. Welcome to the trivia tournament. We've got 2 more minutes here before we go ahead and open up. We've got 20 players in the game now. And, of course, as we go forward, the potential exists for more people to join the game if they have that code, but I don't know that. I'm doing my best to keep that code hidden so that it stays restricted to the people that get in the game to start with. So I will make that disappear as soon as possible. What I cannot do yet is lock it down. That's the one thing that I wish I could do, is lock it down so that, once our initial batch of winners gets in, or once our initial batch of players gets in, rather, that no one could join. But as it is, the most I can do is keep it private, as far as sudden death. Should we get to sudden death today, I will tell you all in advance that I hope we don't, and you will see the reason why when we get there, if we get there. Please excuse me, everyone, if you will. I do have a bit of a cold this morning, which may or may not have anything to do with the 13-hour nap I took. So, hey, Soda Papa, joining for the first time. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. Instructions for joining are on the screen right now. You go to crowd.live and enter that code, Alpha Victor Sierra 3 Tango Charlie. That's the code to get into the game. We've got 22 right now. We'll give it a couple of more minutes, see if we can get to 25. I do like the name Soda Poppin'. Definitely implies you are an Outsiders fan, and that makes me like you automatically. DeBass Boss joining for the first time as well. I think it's DeBass Boss. I know you from Twitter. I have seen you on Twitter before, and I think I mispronounced your name at the time, so I apologize. Okay, bass guitar. Wait, I can't change my name. You can't change your name in the game once it's started, but we will now that you've mentioned that you are Elise in the game, Soda Pop, I'll keep an eye out for you. Wait, you have no Twitter. Where do I know your name from? I have said your name before. I could have sworn it was on a Q&A. Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. All Things Cobra Kai asks, does everyone agree Sam is the GOAT? It would depend on who you're asking and which Sam. Oh, Debase Boss was on the live. Okay, but didn't play last week. Okay, very cool. I agree with Jen. Hello, all new peoples. I'd like to see if we can get up to 25. We got 22 right now. So I'll give it 4 more minutes, and if we hit 25, then we'll go ahead and start. If we don't, then we'll just start with the 22 we got right now in 4 minutes. 4 minutes and counting. We don't have Watch Party today. We didn't have Watch Party last week, actually. It turned out we had someone who joined as Watch Party, but it wasn't him. And we did have the real Drew last week for a little bit, but I don't know that he could be on at this time because he's probably getting ready for a stream this afternoon. He usually streams on Sundays. John Wells, hello. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you're logged into the game if you'd like to play. Just don't say that around Watch Party. There are several people that you cannot necessarily say that around, but I do love Sam. One thing that no one could ever accuse me of playing favorites, except when it comes to Daniel. But even Daniel, when he's a raging douchebag, I do give him the raging douchebag credit he deserves. But I love all the kids fairly equally, and the ones that need to be redeemed and the ones that don't, because they're all just kids. So that I do not know. Debase Boss asking if you can back out and change your email on the website. Messed it up. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give it a check and see if you can. I don't know if it will mess up you being a registered. Andrew P. with Terry is Miguel's father, and he's training Robbie. Welcome for the theory, Andrew. There's Talking Cobra Kai. Hello, everyone. Johnny is training Miguel Silver. Okay, that's enough, Andrew. Get registered to play the game. We're not going down those silly, gosh darn, the 2019, 2018, really, theory tunnels again. Is Karate Papa here? No. Has anyone seen Paul yet this morning? I didn't see him on Twitter even. Okay, we're also missing Carrie. Carrie as in Mega Cloud. That's actually a good question, Base Boss. I haven't seen Cody yet this morning. I was just asking after him. ETA on when we'll start. Well, I was supposed to start a minute ago. But we're missing a lot of people right now. We're missing Mike P. We're missing Cody from last week. Sam Shizzle said that he was going to make it in, and he's not here. Or I assumed he was going to make it in. He was chatting about it on Twitter, so I was assuming he was going to make it in. No one has seen Papa. Man, trivia without Mike P, that's just not right. That is just not right. Okay, we've only got one mod, that's Marvin. See if I can get a hold of Mike. I won't be playing today, so it's anyone's match. Who will be the new champ? That's what Mike P just tweeted. Watch party, oh my god, I forgot. So I told him to get his butt in here. Someone asking how it went today. It hasn't started yet. It's Mike's birthday. Well, then I guess I can't fault him for not being here. You got to keep an eye on everybody, Marv. You can do that, right? We did get to 24 players out of 25. I did just tell Watch Party to get in here, so let's give him a minute or two and see if he does. If not, we will go ahead and start at 12:40. At 12:40, come hell, high water, Watch Party, or anonymous other players, we will start. I promise. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Mr. Bay Area, hello. Sup, Cobra Kai Nation? Cobra Kai Nation. Cobra Kai Nation? Where? Where's Shamoon? Is Shamoon in here? Did I miss Shamoon? Did I miss seeing Shamoon? Yes, Soda Pop. If you see that screen, the trivia game will begin shortly on your phone. If you can see that, then as soon as I go live, you will go into the game. As soon as I start the game, you will go into the game. How many participants in right now? 24 in the game, 30 in the chat. So, Carrie, hey, hurry up, get your butt in. Okay, Shamoon's not here, so I'm not I had this delirious fear that I had missed Shamoon. Carrie in the chat. We gotta get Carrie in the game. And why am I... Okay, hello, Watch Party. Also, get in the game. Why on earth am I lagging on YouTube? That does not make any sense. Should not be. It's a freaking still image and me talking. Oh, Maddie trying to summon Owen. Owen. We must summon Owen. Hoping to just use 4G when in the car. Sorry it sent early. Hey, Peter, I've heard of you. I'm a big fan of you too. At least you got a couple other mods there with you today, Marv, at least for a little bit. All right, there's 25 players in the game. If I'm counting right, Watch Party and Carrie should make it 26. In, but very busy, so may be distracted. Okay, so Carrie, are you in? And Peter, are you playing? Oh, just working and thought he'd check in. Okay, you may have summoned Owen, but you got Peter. So try again. I want to hear from Carrie that he is in and registered and ready to go, because I don't want to start without him. So as soon as I hear the positive from Carrie, then we'll go ahead and start. Season 5. To answer your question, I am praying for Season 5 in April of 2022. Ooh, picked up his wings for the football game, so he'll be multitasking. Who's playing today, Marv? RJ Strayhand, hello, welcome to the chat. Make sure if you're going to play the game, that you get in quickly. Same with you, James Petty and Carrie. The screen tells you right there, go to crowd.live on a second screen, either on your laptop, your PC, your Apple, your iPhone, your tablet. It is a 2-screen experience, one to play the game, one to watch the stream. So you have to open a second window on either the same device or another device. Go to crowd.live and enter code AVS3TC. That's Alpha Victor Sierra 3 Tango Charlie. And that will get you into today's game. Don't forget to promote the previous episodes. Yes, as Peter is giving me pointers on how to, because I'm not good at this single host thing yet. Remember, if you're new to the channel, to look back through what we've got. We've got the first 2 seasons of the All Valley Trivia Championship. Season 2 was a one-time deal. It was a much expanded episode. And the champion of Season 2 was Mike Tobin, also known as M. Tizzle. And the champion of Season 1 was Mike Pevor, also known as Mike P. in the house, except he's not in the house. Hi, Suma. Make sure that you have entered the information that you need to get into the game. The game itself is played on a different screen. There will be some delay between what you see on your phone and what you hear on the stream. I've got it down as low as possible. We are broadcasting with ultra low latency, but last week that seemed to do nothing, as the stream still ended up 5 seconds behind the actual game. And I was not ever able to get that straightened out. We still only have 25 players in the chat. So Patrick Hogan. Oh, you're dashing my dreams, Patrick. No. Let a girl dream. So there's 1 month eliminated for season 5. Ugh, I'm crushed. Oh, the 2 we recently put out on the pod. Yes, 100 minutes of breaking down the 100 minutes of breaking down the roughly 260-minute trailer. But definitely worth it. And then we had the breakdown of episode 308. We are doing everything we can, and it looks like we will be able to complete the season 3 episodes before season 4 actually starts. All right, so I've given a whole lot of extra time here, 2 more minutes, just to make sure that everyone in the chat who wants to be in the game is in the game. Directions there on your screen. Also, we have 260 second trailer. 260 second trailer. Oh my God. Someone shoot me. I am screwing it up already. All right. There is one other person did get in. Aiming for top 10. It's a good place to aim. Robin, shush. It's not coming out on December 19th. I wish it came out on December 19th. That's the second year in a row they've blown an opportunity to release a season of Cobra Kai on December 19th. But last week it was a Saturday, and this week it's a Sunday, so I just don't think Netflix is ever going to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath either, Jen. It's a pipe dream, right? We can keep hoping. All right, here we go. We have 1 minute left until I hit the screen and start the game. 1 minute. Don't be asking questions, watch party. We don't know what we're getting tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. Don't tell me quiet on my own stream. You guys ready? Because if you're ready, then I'm going to start this baby up. Here we go. First question, as always, is a gimme. Even if you get it wrong, you get it right in advance. It's just to show everybody how to play. But we are ready, and we are starting with 26 players, and let's go. Question 1 is, who is teaching dance in the center of Tomi Village Green when Daniel arrives? Is it Kumiko, Yuna, Kenji, or Chosen? Who is teaching the dance class or directing the dance class in the center of Tomi Village Green when Daniel arrives? And see, this is one that everyone should get anyway, of course. Because everyone should know that Kumiko is the dance teacher, and she is the one teaching the dance. All right, there's the breakdown. Someone did say Yuna, but whoever that was that said Yuna, luckily, this is the gimme. So everyone is going to get some advancement out of this. All right, who have we got here? Just a nickname. James, Charles, Maddie, Christy, Kim Nerd, back in. Watch Party, Mega Cloud, All Things Cobra Kai, Joseph Logan, looking good. Here we go. On to question 2. Now that was your gimme, everybody. From here on out, you're on your own. Here we go. Question 2. What real animal does Bert suggest can kill a snake? Does he say a honey badger, a mongoose, a possum, or a porcupine? What type of very 100% real in reality animal does Bert say can kill a snake? And I said the same thing. I've been crying for this to be the name of a combined dojo since season 1, and that is a mongoose. I have been hoping that their combined dojos would go under one banner called Mongoose Karate. So we'll see what happens with that come the end of season 4. And everyone, we got 19 players. 100% of the people who answered said a mongoose. So we have 19 survivors, 7 eliminated. 7 eliminated, but it said 100%. It must have been timeouts. I'm sorry. If you hit a timeout on that question, I apologize. Yeah, we got to keep moving. So we have 19 survivors. I'm going to assume that those 7 eliminated, actually, I'm not going to count because I bet they were all timeouts. So we're going to move on now to question 3. Now that we've got 19 people moving forward. Question 3. What does Chosen give Daniel before he leaves Okinawa? Before Daniel leaves Okinawa, obviously. Mr. Miyagi's drum, Sato's gi, one of the Miyagi family scrolls, or a butterfly knife? What does Chosen give Daniel before Daniel leaves Okinawa? Which of these things did... Well, I mean, we can assume that Chosen has all 3 of these things in his possession, but the one that he actually gave to Daniel was one of the Miyagi family's scrolls. We do not know what was on it, of course, because he didn't unroll it, but that is what he gave him. So let's see the live answer results here. We've got 20 people, 100% now. Someone has jumped in and started playing afterwards, or has continued playing after their timeout, which is perfectly fine. If you get eliminated, you keep playing. You can fall off the leaderboard, but you still can play and judge yourself against everyone else. And we've still got Elise in here talking Cobra Kai, Joseph Logan. We still have 19. We're going to move on to question 4 with those 19. And question 4 is, who tells Louie and Daniel about Tom Cole's plot to destroy LaRusso Auto Group? Is it Angela, Lyle, Nestor, or Anoush? Who tells Louis and Daniel about Tom Cole's plot to destroy LaRusso Auto? Destroy LaRusso Auto, or let it fall to its own means, or buy it out from under them and turn it around and turn it into something spectacular. Who tells Louis and Daniel about Tom Cole's plot against LaRusso Auto? That is, of course... let's show the answer. There we go. Right button. That is, of course, Anoush. But it's not going to show the correct answer now, I don't think, because we're too far past it. So, the answer was Anoush. I'm sure everyone got that. And now we're on the ranking leading. Well, somebody missed it. I don't know who. There we go. It finally played it. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was Anoush. We're just going to pretend I'm not pushing all the wrong buttons today. Anoush tells Louis. Louis tells Daniel. Then Anoush tells Daniel. And the good news is, of course, that at least Anoush is talking to Daniel again. So, Blink Stay, you can jump into the game. But you won't be on the leaderboard, so it's up to you if you want to join. We can tell you what the code is, but the game has already started, so you would be jumping in part way through. As we move on to question 5, I'm not going to show all the other stuff because, of course, I blinked my way through all of it. What kind of animal is future Cobra Kai food Clarence? Is he a mouse, a squirrel, a guinea pig, or a hamster? What kind of animal is future Cobra food Clarence? We keep hoping season 4 brings us justice for Clarence. Because Clarence, we barely knew ye before you became Cobra food, and Clarence is a hamster. Clarence is a hamster. So let's see what we've got here. We've got only 6 correct? Really? Oh my. R.I.P. Clarence. And R.I.P. 13 people. Oh my goodness. Well, one thing I can definitely say, folks, is that this is a crane kick to the face. Yes, that was definitely a crane kick to the face question. Clarence is a hamster. All right, so now we are down to just 6 on the leaderboard. We've got Allie from across the pond, Jira, All Things Cobra Kai, Watch Party, Net Wizard, and Joseph Logan. All right, we got it. No, he's not a mouse. Guys, Clarence is a hamster. No, Clarence is not a mouse. He is a hamster. Oh, yes. Owen did confirm that Clarence was a hamster. So next question, number 6, moving on after that crane kick to the face. We got ourselves some good trivia players in here today, definitely. But once again, I knocked out 90% of the people playing in the first 10 questions because I suck. Okay, question 6. Who busts Yasmin and Dimitri making out in the hallway? Is it Hawk and Moon, Miguel and Sam, Bert and Aisha, or Nate and Chris? Who busts Yasmin and Dimitri making out in the hallway? Definitely look like they got busted doing something, don't they? But they're so cute. They're the cutest couple. I think I ship them because they're adorable as hell. And they were busted by Miguel and Sam, walking down the hallway, minding their own business, restarting their own relationship, and they run into Yasmin and Dimitri making out in the hallway. Yes, Jira says at least they made it past question 3, so there is something to be grateful for. All right, same 6. Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, All Things Cobra Kai, Jira, and Allie. As we move forward to question 7. Question 7. This is one that shouldn't be too difficult, I would hope. Who does Kyler defeat to gain a place in Cobra Kai? Does he beat Mitch, Bert, Chris, or Rickenberger Bockerberger? Ricken Munster, Ricken Smith. I don't know. I'm running out of things to call him. His name's Rickenberger. Who does Kyler defeat to gain a place in Cobra Kai? Mitch, Bert, Chris, or Rickenberger? Who is he making that ridiculous pose at? He is making it at Mitch. Kyler defeated Mitch to earn his place on the team, which led to Hawk defending him with the wonderful quote, "Sensei, Assface has been loyal to the dojo, and in no other context is that a complimentary thing to hear about yourself." And advancing are the same 6. Joseph Logan, Watch Party, Net Wizard, All Things Cobra Kai, Jira, and Allie from across the pond. Moving on to question 8. Question 8 is, what flies into Daniel's face when Johnny starts chasing the caravan? Johnny's beer nuts, Johnny's cashews, Johnny's peanuts, or Johnny's corn nuts? Definitely all fall under the category of Johnny's nuts. What kind of nuts are they specifically? Are they beer nuts, cashews, peanuts, or corn nuts? What flies into Daniel's face when Johnny starts chasing the caravan? Johnny's corn nuts. Corn nuts. Morgan, please, no answers in the chat. You're wasting yours and everyone's time by doing so. Thank you. Hey, there's Cobra Kai Wisdom, our buddy Mike P. stopping in to say hello. Yes, we're showing absolutely no mercy. We're down to 6 on question 8. That was my fault. Why did you delete that? Why did he delete that? That was rude. Okay, we are moving on. It were Johnny's corn nuts. They were Johnny's nuts in general, but, they're very specifically corn nuts. And happy birthday to Mike P. in the birthday house. Moving on to question 9. Question 9, and I'm hoping that the lag that we experienced there didn't really mess with anyone because it was on the stream and not the game. Fill in the blank to complete the quote. Ah, shit. It's all right. You fell like a blank. What does Johnny say when Miguel falls out of his hospital bed? Does he say that Miguel fell like a champ, a pro, a klutz, or a badass? Does Johnny say that Miguel falls like when he topples out of his hospital bed thinking that his currently paralyzed legs would be able to hold him? Well, Johnny says that Miguel fell like a champ, and this would have been one of the, video questions had I been able to get them open in Premiere. So we're just going to pretend that I did, and that you just heard Johnny himself say, "Ah, shit, it's all right. You fell like a champ." No point in showing the live answer results anymore since we are down to 6. We go straight to the leaderboard. And we are down to 5. Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, Jira, and Allie. Who fell off? We lost one person on the leaderboard. Who fell off? I don't remember who the 6th person was. All Things Cobra Kai. Or Talking Cobra Kai. One of the two. Whichever one it was. Oof. Sorry about that. We're going to move on now to question 10. Question 10. What was Johnny surprised to find out about the public park? Was he surprised that it's closed after dark? It has a sweet half pipe in it. It's free and you can do anything you want there. or it doesn't allow alcohol on the premises. I didn't think any of you wanted to hear me cough, so I muted there. But what was Johnny surprised to find out about the public park? Well, he was very surprised to find out that it's free and you can do anything you want there. It probably does have a sweet half pipe in it because we saw Robbie practicing half pipe somewhere. It's definitely most likely closed after dark because most parks are, and it may or may not allow alcohol on its premises. We don't know for sure. But what we do know for sure is whether it's allowed or not, Johnny will be drinking some Coors Banquet while he's there. All right. And now we're going to move on to question. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to show the rankings board, leaderboard first. Almost skipped that. Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, Jira, and Allie from across the pond. And we keep moving forward. So on to question 11. Question 11 in the All Valley Trivia today is, as soon as it gets there we go. What is the biggest difference between Tomie Village in 1985 and Tomie Village today? Although it's not necessarily today, it's 2018. Kadena Air Base absorbed it. It's an abandoned empty space. It's a factory or it's a mall. What is the biggest difference between Tomie Village in 1985 and Tomie Village today? Any of these are possible with what we've seen surrounding the trips to Okinawa. Although I was under the assumption that Daniel had been back there at some point since 1985, since he talked about his first trip to Okinawa, implying there were others afterwards. But he was super surprised to go to Okinawa and find out that Tomie Village Green is a mall. Very surprised. Very surprised. All right. And who else knew that Tomie Village Green is a mall? The same five. We've got Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, Jira, and Allie. All knew that Tomie Village is now a mall. And as Robin points out, it has a Jersey Mike's. Yes, it definitely does. It used to have a Subway. Now it has a Jersey Mike's. On to question 12. And question 12 is, who are the only two people we see visiting Robbie in the JDC, or the Juvenile Detention Center? Who are the only two people we see visiting Robbie when he's in juvie? Is it Bobby and Crease, Johnny and Daniel, Shannon and Amanda, or Sam and Dimitri? Who are the only two people that we see visiting Robbie in juvie in season 3? And as the timer runs out, of course, the only two people we see visiting Robbie are Bobby and Crease. Now, say what you will, the other 6 people definitely should have visited him at some point, but we don't know that we do, and 2 of them we know actually completely whiffed on their responsibility to go visit Robbie while he was in juvie. Who knows, maybe the other 4 did, but I doubt it. And who knew that Bobby and Crease were the only 2 to visit him? That would be Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, Jira, and Allie from across the pond. Again, pardon my cold. Also, I should probably let you all know what you're playing for today. You are playing for your choice of t-shirt from the Cobra Kai Threadless merch store. Your choice, Cobra Kai Kompanion Threadless merch store. There we go. Your choice of t-shirt from the Cobra Kai Kompanion merch store. Moving on to question 13. Question 13, we meet 2 members of Tori's family in season 3. Which 2 are they? Are they her mother and little brother, her older brother and father, her mother and father, or her older brother and baby sister? Which of Tori's family members do we meet in season 3? Her mom and little brother, big brother and father, mother and father, or big brother and little sister? And in season 3, we meet Tori's mother and little brother. Hang on just a second. I will be right back. Man, once you have to cough once, that's it. All right, so who knew the 2 members of Tori's family that we meet in season 3? Let's see. Let's push the right button and then we'll find out. Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, Jira, and Allie. All new. Oh, which two members of Tori's family we meet in season 3. And now moving on to question 14. Question 14. Music question. What hair metal song is blasting as Johnny and Daniel engage in their high-speed chase? Is it Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, or Black Betty by Ram Jam? What song is blasting as Johnny and Daniel engage in their high-speed chase? I think one of them looks a bit more freaked out than the other to be going as fast as they are. I think I identify more with the one who's freaked out than the one who's driving. One thing we all 3 can agree on is that Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue is the song that is blaring as they chase the remarkably spry 1994 Voyager down the street. It's a remarkably spry old van. And making it past this time, Joe Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, and Jira. We have lost Allie. Unfortunately. Allie from across the pond is out this week. So, with our 4 remaining players, we move on to question 15. Question 15, fill in the blank to complete the quote. If an enemy insists on war, then you take away their blank. And again, I say to you, do not pay any attention to the number of spaces. Don't try to count them. They're nonsense. Anyway, if an enemy insists on war, then you take away their generals and his army, supplies and air support, ability to wage it, or means to defeat you. What do you take away from your enemy if they insist on war? And I will try not to cough a lung up on this one. Whew. All right. So the correct answer to this, of course, is ability to wage it. Chosen enjoins Daniel to take away your opponent's ability to wage war. And moving forward, got the correct answer there. Joseph Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, and Jira. All right, our same 4 survivors moving forward to question 16. Question 16, what does Johnny do when he sees Daniel preparing to kill Kreese in the parking lot? He says don't. He nods his head yes. He shakes his head no. Or he says do it. What does Johnny do when he sees Daniel preparing to kill Kreese in the parking lot? Does he say don't? Does he nod his head yes? Shake his head no? Or say do it? All right, and as time runs out, we know that Johnny nods his head yes, with a big smile on his face, probably a bigger smile on his face than he should have, considering he's telling Daniel to kill someone, but he smiles and nods at him. He's perfectly fine, as Peter points out, putting Kreese in that body bag. He does a little dance, he does a little jig. Yeah, all of those are totally incorrect. Who knew that he nodded his head yes? All 4 of our survivors. Joe Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, and Jira. All right, Joe Logan, Net Wizard, Watch Party, and Jira. Moving forward to question 17 out of 30. We are almost to the end of the intermediate difficulties. What is the name of the rehab facility Shannon has checked into? Is it Malibu Canyon Recovery, Lighthouse Treatment Center, Harmony Grove Recovery, or Cycles of Change Recovery? What is the name of the rehab facility that Shannon has checked into? On Daniel's dime, I assume. Daniel could definitely afford this place. I don't know that I would say Shannon could, but... So this one may have been a little bit more difficult. You have to listen to one specific person's dialogue, and that would be Rehab Lady, to know that Johnny and Daniel have just arrived at Malibu Canyon Recovery, and Johnny is doing a very brave thing. We love Rehab Lady. Rehab Lady assumed they were a couple. She made LaRusso canon. Let's see who knew that Malibu Canyon Recovery is the name of the rehab facility that Shannon is checked into. Watch Party and Jira. Oh, there we go. Watch Party and Jira are our final two. That knocked out Suma, apparently, and that knocked out Joseph, Logan. Oh, we are down to the final two. Might Watch Party finally win an All Valley Trivia Championship? Or is Jira going to steal that trophy from his hands right before the end? Let's see what happens on question 18. Question 18, who set up the accidental meeting between Daniel and Chosen in Okinawa? Please note the sarcasm. Was it Yuna, Kumiko, Yukie, or Mr. Miyagi? Who set up the accidental meeting between Daniel and Chosen while Daniel was visiting Okinawa? I believe this should be a fairly simple one for both Watch Party and Jira. Mainly because two of the answers that I gave are not even possible, because Mr. Miyagi and Yukie, of course, have both passed. Yuna is the little girl that Daniel saved from the tsunami in 1985. We did learn her name this season. However, it was Kumiko who set up the accidental meeting between the two, hence the sarcasm. She did it on purpose. But it was Kumiko. So let's see. Left on the leaderboard, we have these same two. Watch Party and Jira both knew the answer to that one. So moving on now to question 19 with our two survivors. Moving to question 19. Waiting for it to show up. Who gives Daniel the idea, backed up by a TV commercial, to fly to Okinawa before heading home? Is it his cab driver, his concierge, his bartender, or his bellhop? Who gives Daniel the idea, supported by a TV commercial he sees immediately afterwards, to fly to Okinawa? Is it the cab driver, the concierge, the bartender, or the bellhop? The answer, of course, is the bartender. His name is Kenji. He is played by friend of the podcast, Michael Sasaki. And he gives him the idea to visit I forget how he worded it, but basically it was that those who have passed are always with us, and maybe if he knew where to look, he could find Mr. Miyagi. And then that was immediately followed by a commercial about Okinawa on the television. So... all right, once again, our two surviving players, the top two, Watch Party and Jira, battling it out, duking it out for that top spot. We'll move on to question number 20. This is the last of the intermediate difficulty questions. Who comes up with the plot to involve Armand Zakarian in shutting down Cobra Kai for good? Who comes up with that plot? Is it Johnny Lawrence, Daniel LaRusso, Carmen Diaz, or Amanda LaRusso? It's called The Nuclear Option, involving Armand Zakarian. But whose idea was it? Johnny's, Daniel's, Carmen's, or Amanda's? The Nuclear Option was Amanda's idea. took Daniel quite a bit by surprise that she was willing to go there, but nuclear option, Daniel. It's all you have left. And who knew that was Amanda's idea? Watch Party and Jira. Once again, still duking it out. Oh, hi, Chad. Sorry you're late. You can jump into the game if you know the code. But right now we are down to the top 2. We still have people playing and answering questions, and that's fine. That's the way it's intended. Once you're eliminated, you can continue to play. That's part of the fun, I think, because who wants to just sit here and watch a bunch of other people play? So we made it so you can play. Amanda hated it with every fiber of her being. Yes, John, she did, but it was still her idea. And moving on to question 21. Who sings the line, "We don't have to punch, hey, let's go get some brunch and be friends"? Is it Moon, Yasmin, Tori, or Sam? This one probably shouldn't have been in the difficult tier, and I apologize to all of you for my singing. I did not mean to torture you with it, but it just seemed like a good time to do it, you know? Whose line is this? We don't have to punch. Let's go get some brunch and be friends. Is that Moon, Yasmin, Tori, or Sam? And of course, would those words come out of anyone's mouth other than Moon's? She would be the hippie. She is in the photo there. They were, what was it, a day of song and prayer. Who knew Bree could sing, Chris? Absolutely no one, because I can't. So, all right, so who knew that was Moon's line? Watch Party and Jira both knew that was Moon's line. It couldn't really belong to anyone else. It's a very hippie line, isn't it? So we've got the same 2 duking it out. We are now in the difficult questions tier now through 30. Let's see where we go from here with question 22. Where does Daniel first take Sam when he's trying to find out why she doesn't want to do karate anymore? Where's the first place he takes her? Does he take her training on the mountain? Does he take her to the tree? Does he take her fishing at the lake or to Mr. Miyagi's grave? Where does Daniel take Sam when he's trying to find out why she doesn't want to do karate anymore? To the mountain, to the tree, to the lake, or to Mr. Miyagi's grave? Honestly, had it been D, I don't think I would have made it through that scene alive. It would have killed me dead. So luckily, he took her fishing at the lake. First place he took her was fishing at the lake. Second place he took her was to the parking lot. And the third place he took her was to the All Valley Arena. And who knew of the top 2 that he took her fishing? Both Watch Party and Jira again. To the window, to the wall. I don't think Daniel would sing that to Sam. It's a little risque for a 16-year-old who's also your daughter. All right, so we've got 8 questions between us and sudden death. Moving on to question 23. Question 23, who does Johnny take on a date to golf and stuff? Does he take Carmen Diaz, Allie Mills Schwarber, Amanda LaRusso, or Daniel LaRusso? Who does Johnny take on a date to golf and stuff? Date in quotation marks. Once again, my apologies. I should have muted the microphone for that. Oh, the stupid cold. All right, so Johnny takes who on a date to golf and stuff? He takes Allie Mills Schwarber, although she's just Allie Mills now. Again, the Schwarber will be falling off her name very shortly. And who knew that Johnny's date was with Allie? Johnny's date was with Allie. Both Watch Party and Jira again. This one again is a huge part of the episode. Yes, I know that. This is what happens when I don't stay awake long enough to, go over the questions with Peter. We end up with easy ones in the 20s, and we end up with, a number 5 that nixes 3/4 of the people playing. That's just what happens around here. Question number 24 as we move on. Question number 24. How many children does Allie have? Does she have 2, 3, 1, or none? How many kids does Allie Mills have? And this one is not a huge part of the episode. She mentions them a couple of times, but how many kids does Allie Mills have? She has 2. 1 girl, 1 boy. I forget the boy's name, but the girl's name is Abigail, I believe. I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, yes, she has 2 children. And both Watch Party and Jira did know that. Allie Mills has 2 children. No, we're sticking strictly to canon, Nahuel, but thank you for your question. Lucas and Ava. Ava. Why was I thinking Abby? Lucas and Ava. All right, so Watch Party and Jira both knew that she had 2 children. So we are moving on to question 25. Question number 25 is, the kids of Cobra Kai break into the zoo. What are they after? Are they there to get a real eagle for Johnny, an otter for Tori, a new snake for Kreese, or a tiger cub for Robbie? Again, this one probably should have been in the first 10. I maybe should have inverted those. But hey, you know what? You get what you get around here. The Owl Valley Trivia Championship. Sometimes you get weird answers and sometimes you get, appropriate progression. But you should definitely know that the kids of Cobra Kai break into the zoo to get a new snake for Kreese. Tori needs an otter, though. At least 1, possibly 2. I think a cuddle party would probably fix a lot of Tori's problems, don't you? Just an otter cuddle party? Both Watch Party and Jira, once again, knew the answer to question number 25. Of course, the children of Cobra... I'm going to boot you manually so you can't win if you don't stop making fun of me, Watch Party. That's rude. What is the main plot of Season 3, Episode 9? Actually, the main plot of Season 3, Episode 9 is probably Johnny. I mean, that would be the A plot, right? It would be Johnny and Allie. John Wells, the assumption is the first snake, the one who ate Clarence, is the one that was released in the Cobra Kai, or in the LaRusso auto dealership 2 episodes later. After after Daniel got back from Okinawa and the nuclear plan had gone boom in their faces. That is the assumption, anyway, that the snake who ate Clarence was the one released in the dealership. All right, moving on. With Watch Party and Jira, I'm not really going to kick you out, but stop making fun of me. You're being mean. All right. So, moving on to question 26. Hopefully not both of you will know this, and hopefully somebody won't make fun of me for it. What does Johnny first order for lunch at his meeting with Allie? A cheeseburger with everything, a chicken sandwich with mayo and lettuce, a vegan mung dal bowl, or a Caesar salad with dressing on the side? What is Johnny's order for his lunch meeting with Allie? A cheeseburger, a chicken sandwich, vegan mung dal, or Caesar salad? And the correct answer is, once again, vegan mung dal bowl. Yes, probably easy. Probably easy, especially for these two. May have eliminated a few people that haven't watched it 20,000 times, but for Watch Party and Jira, it was a very easy question. Johnny's dinner on his first date with Allie was a vegan mung dal bowl. Yes, Allie was very surprised. Nahuel was cringing so hard. I was too. I mean, why is he going to order? I know what Mungdahl is, it's not exactly something that's up Johnny's alley at all. He probably would have ended up spitting it out all over the table if they'd brought it to him. So, all right, moving on to question 27. Very likely looking at a tie between these two. Question 27. A photo of who falls to the floor, inspiring Sam to find her balance and fight Tori? Is it Daniel LaRusso, Nariyoshi Miyagi, Shojun Miyagi, or Johnny Lawrence? Whose photo falls to the floor, inspiring Sam to find her balance and her courage and stand up and fight Tori? Is it Daniel, Mr. Miyagi, the original Mr. Miyagi, or Johnny? And the answer is Nariyoshi Miyagi. Again, most likely simple for the two that we had still on the leaderboard, Watch Party and Jira. And yes, it was. Why would Daniel have a photo of Johnny? And it trails off. There you go. His name is not Keisuke, Robin. We have already decided that Keisuke is his evil twin. Or his alternate universe form. His multiverse form in another verse. All right, so with Watch Party and Jira still holding on, and the difficult level questions apparently being very, very simple, we move on to question 28. We have 3 questions between us and sudden death. What does Kreese call the city council speaker winning him points over Daniel? Does he call her Councilwoman Roberts, Alderperson Roberts, Councilman Roberts, or Councilperson Roberts? What does Kreese call the city council speaker winning him points over Daniel, who had actually called her something else? Well, Daniel had called her something else on this list, it turns out. Daniel called her Councilwoman Roberts. Kreese called her Councilperson Roberts, which won him a smile and a nod and a thank you, Captain Kreese. And who knew that Kreese calls the city council speaker Councilperson Roberts? Watch Party and Jira. They both knew that one as well. So moving on. 2 questions between us and sudden death. 2 questions remaining in the regulation play, the Cobra Kai All Valley Trivia Championship. I don't even know. I can't say our name. All Valley Cobra Kai Trivia Championship. There we go. That's who we are. We are moving on to question 29. Question 29, 2 questions remaining. Who calls out to Yasmin over his shoulder, "Hey, front wedgie"? Is it Nate, Bert, Chris, or Mitch? Who calls out to Yasmin over his shoulder as he walks by, "Hey, front wedgie"? And it's someone who we didn't even know in season 1, so they were definitely one of the people who saw the video on YouTube. Was it Nate, Bert, Chris, or Mitch? The person who calls Yasmin, "Hey, front wedgie," over his shoulder is Nate. You see both Nate and Chris in the screen capture, but it is Nate who says it. It is Nate who calls it out. And who knew that that was Nate calling front wedgie across his shoulder? Well, Watch Party and Jira both knew. Oh my goodness, here we go. We are going into the last question. Yes, Nate was right there in the middle of the picture, but so was Chris. So it could have been either of them. I'm trying to mess with you people. Everybody used to say I was too hard. Now I'm too easy. Make up your minds. Make up your minds. As we move on to question 30, with the last 2 players still duking it out. And the last is a fill in the blank. Fill in the blank to complete this quote. "I don't give a shit what you like, you." What does she call him? A liar, a sociopath, a psychopath, or a lunatic? When she is smacking the smile off his face, what does Amanda LaRusso call John Kreese, or say to John Kreese? "I don't give a shit what you like, you blank." liar, sociopath, psychopath, or lunatic. And the answer to the final regulation question of the Cobra Kai All Valley Trivia Championship today is sociopath. She called him a sociopath at this point in time. Now, at other points during the season, she did call him a liar, a psychopath, and a lunatic. But in this particular instance, she called him a sociopath. And who knew that she called him a sociopath? Watch Party has earned the right to make fun of me because he just won. Good job, Watch Party, for knowing that Amanda called Kreese a sociopath. Ha ha! Oh, Robin. What? Jira was you, Robin? No. Well, congratulations to... Oh, there's Jira Hansen. Okay. Knew it was either B or C. Yes, congratulations to Watch Party. Watch Party is our episode 2. This is your first championship, my friend. Revel in it. Revel in it because Watch Party has won. It's about time. It only took you, 16, 17 episodes to do it? Not bad. Not bad. All right, so Watch Party, you're going to get your choice of t-shirt from the Cobra Kai merch store. We're going to have Watch Party walking around in Cobra Kai Kompanion gear, folks. At the very least, a t-shirt. Oh, don't sound so thrilled. You know you want one. So just get with either Peter or me on Twitter and we'll get you hooked up. All right, so this brings this week's episode of the Cobra Kai, or the All Valley Cobra Kai Trivia Championship Season 3 to an end, with Watch Party rising to the top as our champion this week. Next week, on the All Valley Cobra Kai Trivia Championship Season 3, we will be switching things up and taking things back in time, because on December 19th, 2020, we are going to have the All Valley Karate Kid Trivia Championship on the, 36th anniversary of Daniel LaRusso's first win. December 19th, we will have Karate Kid trivia. It will be all Karate Kid, not just the Karate Kid movies, but all three, but only the Karate Kid, just the original. All 30 questions will come from the original Karate Kid movie. May I pull out the cosmic stumper, the all-time stumper question? I very well may. Those of you who played the first season very well may remember what my all-time stumper question was, but I promise it will not be in the first 10 questions this time. So there's something to look forward to. Yes, next week, and it will be at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's where we will stay for the duration of Season 3. And once the movie is over on December 19th, then on December 26th, on the day after Christmas, we shall return to, is that right? Hang on. I thought Christmas was on. Okay, Christmas is on Saturday. Yes. So on December 26th, we will return to Cobra Kai Season 3. And then we will play that. That will be the last week of Season 3, as we will have a season of Cobra Kai to tide us over after that. So, all right, thanks everyone for tuning in today. I apologize for all of my stuttering and stumbling on my pretty well debut doing this myself. Last week I tried to do it with Peter, not on live with me, but in my ear the entire time, and that was terrible. So hopefully this time wasn't nearly as terrible. Watch Party again, congratulations. Love you all. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you all next week. Bye, guys.